Hey, what's up, good people? What's up, good people? CPI, CPI. CPI will be coming here in a few minutes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Where are my comments? There we go. Let's just go right into it, listen to what they say, and then we will talk afterwards. My name is Larry Jones. Welcome to Stock Up. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Let's go right there, please.
A little bit now, 61 points on the Dow, 3 on the NASDAQ, 5 on the S&P, if you're in a car, on the radio. And the 10-year note, give you a quick read on that. The 10-year, 3.447, and the 2-year, 4.071. We've done this before. We've seen this movie before. Rick Santelli is standing by at the CME in Chicago. And Rick, in the past, you have emphasized that the actual number that we see, if it's like a tenth hotter than anticipated, you historically look back at where it was and how far we've come to give it some perspective a lot of the time. What you think you might be doing that again today, or because people want it to continue to cool? They don't want it to just be lower than it was a year ago, but still stubbornly high. Do you think we get any relief today?
Yes. As a matter of fact, if you look at the year-over-year numbers since their peaks, so the peak was in June for year-over-year headline, the peak was in September of year-over-year core, they have been moving lower every single month since those peaks. So that is good news. The bad news, CBO tells us that every man, woman, and child owes $3,000. We're at 1.1 trillion fiscal year through March, which is well ahead, almost $500 billion ahead of last year. So spend makes the Fed probably have to stay higher for longer. And the numbers are out. Our March release of Consumer Price Index expected up 0.2%, is up 0.1%. High watermark was 1.3. That was in June of 22, the highest since '05. And since then, the lowest has been 0. That was July of last year. If you look at ex-food and energy, expected up 0.4, exactly up 0.4. High water mark, April of 21, up 0.8, highest since 81. Since then, the low has been up 0.2 in August of 21. The biggies now. 5% year over year. That was expected to be 5.1, and the rearview mirror still is 6%. And every single month, as I said, since June when it peaked at 9.1, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, now March, have been lower. And if we look at 5.6 to year-over-year core, maybe the most important number here. Here's where it gets interesting, Joe. 5.6 expected, 5.5 in the rearview mirror, gone down every month since September when it peaked at 6.6. This is the 1 month where it popped 0.1 higher, and it breaks that streak. Now, many have said it doesn't need to be linear. I totally understand that. We could look at 0.1, but if you take a bigger picture, we have made progress. But it really does become, and I'm so interested in how the Oracle of Omaha looks at this, it really does now become an issue of spend versus does the Fed tighten? How do they view the banking issues? And what rate is going to be high enough until we know what's going on with the budgets? Yes, go on.
Incredible moves in gold, in the dollar. It all sort of looks like it might give the Fed some breathing room. The 10 years down,
like a rock.
10 years, the stock futures went up immediately, gold went up immediately. It all sort of, there's the dollar.
A two-year note is at 392. It's down, 14 basis points? Yes, and we've gone from, we're at 337 now in the 10. That was well over 344. So, Joe, the markets are speaking loudly. I think we need to go back to Becky. At least I'm going to toss it back to Becky. We're all anxious to hear how Warren Buffett's going to respond to the big pop in the futures for equities and the big drop for interest rates. Becky?
All right, Rick, thank you very much. We were listening intently to all of that. Warren Buffett is standing by, too. Warren, what do you think?
Well, Becky, on Good Friday, I was working. Mark Millard, who handles all the bonds and stock trades for the whole for all of Berkshire, was there, and I knew I was leaving town on Sunday night, and Mark says, "What do we do next week?" And I said, "Here's what we do." And on Monday, we always buy Treasury bills. We bought about $2 billion of them. We got a 4.99% bond equivalent yield. But the only question is whether we buy 3 months or 6 months. And I tell him use his own judgment on that. So Monday, I was here, and he sends me a sheet as to what we did. And I don't change anything. Tuesday, he does the same thing. And net, we happen to be a net seller of $300 and some million, but we could have been a net buyer of $500 million in stocks. And I am not going to. I'm going to be traveling tomorrow, or he's going to be operating on Wednesday, and I'm not changing any instructions to him. He's going to keep doing what he's been doing. I mean, we don't make our decisions as to whether to own part of a company for the next 20 years. We don't have any idea what anybody's going to do next week or next month. And when I was buying Berkshire between 1962 and 1965 of control, it didn't really have anything to do with all kinds of things were happening in the economic markets all the time. But we haven't changed our course, in 58 years. And we just want to buy good businesses. And we want to buy people we like and trust and at a decent price. And we'll keep doing that. And we'll keep buying Treasury bills every Monday. And we haven't missed a Monday yet. And we keep all our money short. We keep it in Treasuries. And we were getting 4 basis points, which was $40 million on $100 billion worth. And now we get almost 5%, which is $5 billion. So we've got 100 times the earnings. But it doesn't make any difference. I mean, that is there to be the strongest company you can imagine, and also to take opportunities when they come along. But Mark, if you're listening, just keep doing the same thing you were doing yesterday and the day before. and I could go away for a couple of weeks, and I would tell them, here's what we want to do on the buy side, here's what we want to do on the sell side, and just keep doing it. And that's what we do. And some periods, there was a period about a year ago, when incredible volumes were. We bought 20% of a company that already the index funds owned, 25 or 30%, Dodge and Cox owned 10%. We bought 20% of a company in a month or something like that. Now,
accidental, is that?
Yeah, it was accidental, and we were doing other things too. But now it's a different kind of market, and we can't acquire it the same if we're buying an accidental or if we're selling something else. But we'll just keep doing that. That's what we've been.
All right, people, we may come back to him. Well, you guys saw it. It's March inflation cooled. March CPI cooled. You see the Dow pumped up. As you can see in the pre-markets, the Dow jumped up. Let's see here. My Moo link. This came up. Let's see. Let's blow that up a little bit. The numbers were coming. I was trying to find a pen. So here we go. U.S. CPI for March 5.0 versus expected 5.2. So you can actually see that is a cool off. So this is really good. This is a really good read on CPI, really good read on the data. Also, too, I was listening to Warren Buffett earlier in this broadcast. They're in Tokyo. They're in Tokyo right now. And he said this, guys, you got to hear this. He will put up $1 million. He said if one person loses their deposit on the bank, right? If the bank doesn't cover their deposit for one deposit, as little as one deposit, he will put up $1 million. And then he says someone else that takes the bet has to put up another $1 million, and they will donate that $2 million to charity. That's how sure he is that the banking system will be fixed. I got to let you guys know about everything. So that's quite bold. He's invested in banks a lot of times. He's made money off of banks, railroads, and other things. But that's Warren Buffett. I let it play on when Warren Buffett was talking, because when Warren Buffett talks, we listen. All right. Hey, yep. You know, Angelo, you know what I'm saying? I just, this whole thing, it's something I wash the dishes in. No, I'm just joking. This is, hey man, we bringing this 60 and 70 vibe back. One of these days, I'm gonna come on with an outro. All right. So, hey, New Orleans in the house, Nolans. I got to go down there for a conference later this year. Hey, you're buying Bitcoin. So did you see my last video? I posted a video last night. Okay. It was late last night. What I'm going to do is leave that video at the end of this video. Okay. And I made it about Bitcoin. And I actually shouted out, you got to see this video because it sheds a lot of light. And I shouted out Stocks with Josh, who's been calling it correct all of this time. Now, he and I had two different paths. I told you guys I was waiting for the shake to be out. I really didn't care how high or how low Bitcoin is because I am accumulating, right now, I am accumulating Bitcoin in this accumulation phase. I've been saying accumulate for many months ever since we've been in the accumulation phase. And I expect Bitcoin will cool off a little bit. That's why we don't buy everything. We just DCA right now. As you can see, let's see if they're talking about Bitcoin. We know that Warren Buffett don't like Bitcoin.
You're right, and this is not just rat poison squared, but is not a thing. When it would be unveiled as not a thing?
That's predicting when speculation will end, or when the gambling instinct will go away, and when more people want to get out than are getting in. And I have no way of. If I thought I was good at that, I'd figure out a way to make a lot of money and different things. All I'm trying to do is buy good businesses. But the one thing I know is I didn't like chain letters when I was a kid. I thought, why in the world should I send along a chain letter to the next guy when I could start my own? I mean, I've seen people do stupid things all my life, and I empathize with that. I mean, people like to play the lottery. They're going to get 60 cents back on the dollar.
So for those of you that don't know, he is anti-crypto, and I respect that. That's his thing, and he doesn't like the way it goes up and it drops down. He thinks that it is not good. I think I happen to know that you could make a lot of money in crypto. I did. Most of the taxes that I had to pay for 2021 was from my crypto wins, and it was a lot of money. It was the biggest check I ever cut the government. But it was winnings that I had from crypto. And so everybody's journey is a little different. But those of you that were in crypto before, the biggest lesson that you're going to learn is you got to take profits, okay? And so I'm going to leave a video at the end right here soon as it lets me update. And I want you guys to watch the video that I dropped late last night talking about Bitcoin, and he got it right, okay? Let me see. Hey, good morning from California. Man, y'all could have California. I'm just joking. I went down there and got in a freaking earthquake. Y'all's ground is shaking. Ground shaking in California. I go across the street to a convenience store and they just serving me like nothing happened. I'm like, so y'all just gonna act like nothing happened? The ground was shaking. The building across the street was shaking and y'all just going around like nothing's wrong. I was like, you crazy. Who's your manager? Him? I said, he crazy too. I'm getting out of y'all state. No, I love California, man, but man, that was, for me, he's old, he don't get it. Well, he just don't get it. He's just, yeah, he is old, he's in his 90s. But yeah, he really don't get it. What's my thoughts on XRP? I like XRP, and I think they're, who knows when this thing is going to be over with XRP, and who knows, man. One of the things about the SEC, not just the SEC, the other department, all of them, if they're connected to the government, they will not admit that they're wrong. They just won't do that. Yep. They would rather spend money, time, taxpayers' dollars, and all of that to prove that they were kind of right. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Most people, that is true. Most people in his era don't like crypto because the truth be told, and we have older investors that watch here. The truth be told, it is complicated. If you're used to just taking $1 out of your pocket and giving it to somebody, blockchain cryptocurrency can be extremely difficult. Man, I don't know. I don't know why you didn't. I don't know why you didn't. Vape King, you hear the ground shaking out there in California. What's happening with that, y'all? I like California too. I like California. I was just joking, but man, when you from the Chi, you from the Midwest, and the ground starts shaking like for the first time, like violently. Nah, that's some new kind of man. I'm telling you, I was asleep fully dressed. I was asleep fully dressed. My shirt buttoned up to the top, shoes on like this. I was mummified sleeping because I was ready to jet out the door of that ground aftershocks. Man, please. San Francisco. Oh, hey, how you doing? Mount Everest. Are you? Good morning. Are you the top of Mount Everest? ARK. I'm still DCAing. I'm not giving up on ARK. I'm a DCA all the way on ARK. Solana, as you guys can see what Solana's doing. I told you guys, I think you asked about Solana months ago, and I just told you, I think Solana's not done. I think Solana's going to come back. It fell. It had a long fall, and I think it'll have a long rise. It's not over. A lot of people were like, oh, Solana's done. No, it's not. Yep, no, it's not. Look at that. Yeah, Solana's not done. Look at that. Bitcoin. Yep, it is not done. So it's one of those things. I know I always mispronounce it. Solana. Yeah, I always get corrected by you school teachers. All right. Hey, thank you. I haven't gotten one of these in a long time. I didn't think y'all loved me. No, I'm just joking. All right. Hey, bless you for your super chat. One world currency coming soon. Okay. That is true. For those of you that read the scripture, it is true. There is a one world currency coming. We just don't know when, right? We just don't know when. Good morning from California. Everybody from California now. DC. Now we talking. Everybody from California. David Yang, man, with the ground shaking. Come on, man. Come on, Yang. They crazy, Yang. I was like, y'all come get me. Thoughts on Cardano within 2 years. That's another DCA for me. As you can see, it's on my watch list. I believe that Cardano is going to surprise a lot of people. And just like Solana is doing right now. And just don't count it out. But now, I will just tell you what my strategy is with crypto. I like to DCA. But what I'm doing is, for those of you that followed me in 2020, 2021 with crypto, especially Q1 of 2021 with crypto when I was dumping a lot in, I like to be in the fastest moving car. Now, remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, or even change your investing strategy. Now, I get in the fastest moving cars, meaning I was in altcoins that were moving faster at that time. And whatever I saw that was moving faster, I was in it. I would wait for 30% drops, and then I was in. Remember, we were in a different phase of crypto, right? And then I take that money and I roll it over or convert it into layer ones, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Those type of deals, even Cardano and some of the other ones. So I had the most of my money in those. This cycle, I am going to roll it all over into Bitcoin. So I will be in the other coins and some of the other altcoins. But as they ramp up, then I convert it to something I believe is going to be more solid, which is Bitcoin, because of the collapsing of the banks, the digital currency, China and Russia and other countries, and even in South Africa, depegging from the dollar. All of that, I believe, will be positive for Bitcoin, not cryptocurrency, but Bitcoin. All right. So I'm going to do a long dive into that. All right, good people. I'm going to leave it right there. We will come back to you soon. I don't want to make these long. I love talking with you guys. Let me answer one more question, man. Hey, good morning from the UK. We got the UK in the house. Yep. Yeah, I will come back to Jackson. XLM, I'm not in it this time, so I don't know about XLM. Yep. Volta's done. Just go back and look at the older videos for Volta. I don't know. Remember, Volta got bought out. Volta's done. We made our money in Volta. We're out of Volta. Guys, make sure you're getting all of the, back last year when the CEOs walked out, I said it was a red flag. We got in, we got back out, we got in, we got back out. I swung it, and a lot of you guys have swung it, but Volta's done. They got bought out. I don't know if you saw that. I made a whole video on it. And then when it got bought out, it went back up. And I suggested like selling. It bumped up when it got bought. You mean WTH? Like what the heck? When you say why isn't SHIB moving? Because I'll tell you why SHIB is not moving. Because you got to understand why Bitcoin is even pumping. People are DCAing into Bitcoin. I want you guys to watch the video that I had from last night. I am going to post it right here because it shows you why, in particular, Bitcoin is going up. Because a lot of people that weren't into cryptocurrency were looking for shelter for their money, right? Banks are falling, right? So they're pulling their money out of banks. Gold was flat. Oil prices, the oil was down. Everything that you rotate into was not good. And then bonds were up and then they start cooling off, right? So where are you putting your money? So if you were first into crypto, like you said, Warren Buffett, most of his generation don't know about Solana. They don't know about Cardano. They don't know about DOT. They don't know about these. They do know about Bitcoin, right? And so people that have never bought Bitcoin before, some of those people were buying Bitcoin, but a lot of people that had cryptocurrency, they put their money into something that was less volatile, right? And what is that? Bitcoin. That's why Bitcoin is running up. That's why Bitcoin is doing better than the altcoins. And of course, the cycle, right? I want you guys to study the four cycles. The four phases of crypto. You have to do that. All right. All right. I'm going to leave it right there. Good people. I love you guys. I will see you later on today. Make sure you check out the top 3 links below. You got 15 free stocks with Moomoo. You got 12 free stock with Webull. And more importantly than that, you have the class, which will be the top link below. Give this video a little while to curate because it's live. I can't update it right away, but they are all there so you can learn more and earn more. We will see you later on today. We will see what the market is telling us about this consumer price index. Okay? Live, love, laugh, and learn. We'll see you later.